Hi guys, this is Anisa. I'm an actress. I'm also a spoken word artist and a podcast host. And born and brought up in London, and I ended up coming to India to do a lot of work, and I was part of some fantastic work like the Disney show Ishaan with Red Chilies and films like Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara and Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani. So I've been very fortunate, and I'm very happy to be here and be talking to GOGO magazine. So thanks for having me, GOGO magazine. I'm looking forward to answering your questions. So the first question is, how did your journey begin? Honestly, I don't know where to start. I was always very fond of acting. I grew up acting and performing, always did drama in my school. And, it gave me this sudden confidence. And there was almost like this sense of wanting to be other people, to forget about Anisa and forget about who I am. And I just loved performing. I absolutely loved performing. And slowly that passion built, and when I was like 12, 13, I decided like this is what I want to do. Actor banna hai basically. And I was very inspired by movies, Hindi movies and Hollywood movies, of course. And and then I started doing some theater while I was studying. I started studying drama and performance. And then I tested for a feature film in London, for a Hindi feature film. And actually मैं बॉम्बे आई थी उसके लिए एक स्क्रीन टेस्ट किया. Eventually वो project, I mean मैंने नहीं किया, but audition जाना चालू किया. तो basically फिर Disney show मिला. So then I ended up doing Ishaan and playing the role of Shaila. And so that's how it kind of all happened for me. Who has been my inspiration? Well, I answered this question recently. In terms of acting, there's so many. I'm a huge fan of Leonardo DiCaprio, of Tom Hanks. In Hindi feature films, I love Aamir Khan's work. I grew up watching all the Khans actually, as well as Rishi Kapoor sir and Mr. Bachchan. So I had a lot of influences. In terms of life, I think, the strong women in my life, like my mom and my nani, and I like to think it's just this idea of getting better, that your future self is better than where you are now. So that is my inspiration. Where and when did I get my first break? So I suppose I kind of answered that. So I guess considering professional work for television, it would be Ishaan. तो हाँ, मैंने actually portfolio बनाया, और फिर portfolio बनाने के बाद audition जाना चालू किया, and धीरे this opportunity came and got the role, and it was amazing, and I got to work with amazing people, and it's just a really special project to my heart. 2 साल से कर रहे थे, and then unfortunately it came off air. तो बंद हो गया था, and मैं बहुत sad थी उस वक्त, because वो family जैसा हो गया था. It was just like the bond that we all had. But it served its cause, and अभी भी बहुत सारे messages आते हैं ईशान के बारे में, एक third season कब आएगा, like rendition करना चाहिए and all of this. But I think we're way past that, although we're all friends. We recently had a reunion on Zoom. So I posted a little snippet of that on my stories, which I'll be sharing. And it was just a lot of fun, So that project will always be very, very, very special to me. And my journey in the industry so far, I mean, I would say it's challenging for sure. It's definitely challenging. It's a roller coaster, when you don't have that guidance, I suppose, you don't have anybody else who's done it before that you know. So, it's definitely challenging to make your mark. I think you need a lot of perseverance and persistence. And of course, बहुत लोग advice के लिए पूछते हैं. तो मैं ये कहती हूँ कि passionate होना चाहिए acting के बारे में या direction, writing जो भी करना है. Definitely passion की ज़रूरत है and perseverance की ज़रूरत है and हर चीज़ के लिए timing होता है. And I feel like you're not in control of that. तो surrender करना चाहिए and बहुत waiting periods है. तो patience की ज़रूरत है for sure, but work hard and anything is possible. I love to believe in the possibility of dreams, so continue to hope, but also don't sit back. Do the work for sure, and the doors that are for you will open for sure. But it has been challenging. I will definitely say it's been challenging, but every opportunity has been a new experience and I've got to meet some wonderful people, so it's been great. How difficult was it to adapt to the Indian culture and lifestyle? Not hugely difficult because, I'm from an Asian background. My parents were born in Nairobi in East Africa and, घर में actually Punjabi बोलते थे जब मैं छोटी थी. But जब school जाना शुरू किया तो that all went out of the window. तो मैं सिर्फ English में बात करती थी. So it was challenging because I came to Bombay and Hindi भी सीखना पड़ा. So that was a very big challenge for me. But otherwise, it's the small things. It's just the cultural differences in terms of how we do things, the work mentality. Everyone is late and that drives me mad. Like, come on, मैं बाहर से आई हूँ और मैं भी कैलकुलेट कर सकती हूँ कितना ट्रैफिक होने वाला है. मैं भी टाइम पे पहुंच सकती हूँ and अगर मैं कर सकती हूँ तो सब लोग कर सकते हैं. So I just feel like this is one thing which like drives me mad, but it is what it is. And I think there's a lot of creativity here. I'm so impressed by the culture. Like, kids start so young, they're so confident in singing and dancing, and there's so much talent, and people are just very loving, very helpful. So there was so much to observe and learn, and I feel very grateful that I have two homes in a way, two cities which are very different. India is very vibrant. It was definitely new. It took definitely 1 year to properly adjust, but it's definitely second home for sure. Which has been my most memorable work till now? Definitely, for me as an actor, Code M, which I did recently for Al Balaji, which is now also on Z5. I think that was just an opportunity to do something different, to not be the pretty girl, to not be the girl next door. She was a very key character. The character's name is Gayatri, to the whole storyline. So I'm very grateful to Abhishek Chaubey for giving me that opportunity, and to the producers and Balaji. It was just a great opportunity to do something different for me. So that's why that is memorable. And of course, other than that, Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani, I think it just became such a blockbuster film. Wasn't expected. Also got to go to Kashmir, got to go to Manali, so saw beautiful places for the first time. And just the whole experience, had so much fun. Made some wonderful friends who are still very close till date. And it's one of those films people keep seeing, and screenshots bhejte hain, okay? This was your moment on the film. So, yeah, Yeh Jawaani Hai Deewani, I would say, it's definitely memorable. My favorite co-actor, that is so tough. You know what? My favorite co-actor is probably till date Vikrant Massey. We did Half Girlfriend together. I think he's just so committed to the process. He's a very give and take person. So he would be my favorite co-actor till date. Hey Vikrant, if you end up seeing this. With which director and co-actor would you like to work with in the future? Oh gosh, so many, right? So many. I'm just trying to think who now. That's a great question. So many. I would love to have the opportunity to work with Amir Khan in some capacity. I think he's fantastic. And I also think a lot of the young generation of actors, like, even Alia Bhatt, I think she's doing some incredible work. I love the choices of her films. So yeah, they would be my choices that I would like to work with. Directors, there are so many. I'd love to be part of a Sanjay Leela Bhansali film. I think everything is so grand with Bhansali. It just makes everything look beautiful. But there's some incredible directors. I think even working with Abhishek again would be fab. There's just too many. Even Anurag Kashyap makes these very interesting films and interesting choices. So yeah, if we're talking Hollywood, Steven Spielberg, Steven Soderbergh, amazing directors, and Christopher Nolan. They would be my top 3 over there. And then there's too many actors that I would love to work with over there: DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington. So many. Like, it's just the list will go on and on if I start. So I'm gonna stop. So the projects I'm currently working on, because of the COVID situation, obviously everything is very uncertain. I was able to do some screen tests for some beautiful projects before COVID happened, and I'm not too sure how that's going to pan out. So the future is really uncertain, actually. But it's okay. I know that good work is going to happen. I know the right projects are going to happen. And I think I'm finding comfort in the uncertainty right now, knowing that everything is happening for a purpose. We're all in the same boat. For actors and any freelancers, it's scary and uncertain, but we need to hang in there. We need to have faith and hope that the right projects for us are going to happen for sure. How do I face my critics? Luckily I haven't been so exposed to criticism, but when I am, I think I love constructive criticism anyway. I have a problem when people are badgering or being interrogating for the sake of being that way. And I think that I used to have an issue with confrontation, but not anymore. अभी तो मैं, जवाब तो देने वाली हूँ. But it depends on what it is. In regards to work, I think I take it very gracefully. I think we all struggle as artists to appreciate criticism, but we can all learn from it. But in terms of personal attacks, I absolutely disagree with. I disagree with trolling. And, at the end of the day, everyone is a human being and they deserve respect. So I'm going to leave it at that. Life on the other side of the camera, it's wonderful. I'm very grateful for an amazing family, an amazing group of friends, community, my faith. I'm so grateful for everything. And my podcast keeps me so busy, Unplug with Annie, just doing some great stuff, talking to some great people, having wonderful conversations. And I've always been interested in psychology and behavior, and I get the opportunity to do that. So it's great. It's fruitful. It's peaceful. My family has been supportive, It's been difficult for them to understand me because I'm the only person in the family who chose to do something creative. But my mom has just been my biggest supporter for years. So I have a lot of gratitude towards her. And everyone has actually, been I think taken it all gracefully. Not everyone is a well-wisher. I believe I can say that quite confidently, that I don't think everyone will wish you well. You're not going to be liked by everyone, but that's okay. I think I've made my peace with that too. In the next 10 years, it's so scary. I hate this question. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm still doing what I love. I hope I'm doing everything that I love with conviction. I hope that I've achieved the things on my heart that I've gone on to do some more great work with great people. I hope that I continue to have an impact in everything I do, that I can reach people and inspire people. And I hope that I'm happy. Whatever I'm doing, I'm happy. That's my biggest wish. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it to God, wherever He knows best, right? Tips and advice. Just, like I said earlier, be passionate about, what it is you want to do. Go for it. Don't let your fear stall you. Don't be afraid of the naysayers. Don't be afraid of critique. You have to sort of have that tunnel vision, and some days it's going to be really hard, but look after your mental health, look after your peace of mind. If you are going to have to filtrate certain people from your life in order to do that, please do. There is nothing wrong with saying no. That is what I would tell my younger self. There is nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. There's nothing wrong with saying no. There is nothing wrong with having an opinion. There is nothing wrong with disagreeing with people. And there is definitely nothing wrong with having a dream, because dreams are, planted on our hearts for a reason. So it might seem like stupidity to a whole bunch of people, but you focus on what you want to do and do the best that you can. That's what I would say. Life in quarantine has been surprisingly good. Just a renewed sense of faith and community, lots of praying and quiet time, lots of focused time on me learning more about my craft, me connecting with friends and family, and reading, writing, doing the things that I love doing, and honestly taking a bit of a breather. Working out at home. I miss the gym, but I still enjoy my home workouts. And cooking, actually, I was never a big fan of, but now I actually don't mind it. It's not too bad. And it's another skill. And, we always complain about time, but we've had this time to slow down, and I'm really grateful, because I believe I will come out of it a new person, a revived person, and being more sure of who I am and what I have to offer, in the world. I would just like to say that thank you for having me, GOGO Magazine. I really enjoyed this question session, not answer session, question session. And I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit about me, my mad self. I would just say to please stay safe during this time. Be conscious of those around you. Do take precautions like wearing masks and using hand sanitizer. Do reach out to friends and family, people in need. Just small gestures make such a big difference. Have compassion and empathy during this time. Be a little kinder every day. It might not look like it's making a difference, but it absolutely does. Always. Always, always, always. Lots and lots of love, guys. This was fun.